Assalamu alaikum. My name is Roshan Mohammed. We are back again with Roshan's Ramzan Delights. But today I am so fortunate to have Nadir from the Jasmine Fusion School. Nadir, you are going to tell us about your school, please.
Assalamu alaikum, Auntie Roshan. Jazakallah for having us. That's most important. As mentioned, we are Jasmine Fusion Culinary School, Cafe Jasmine and Jasmine Fusion Fine Dining. We are now based at 2 Vinton Road in Omondi at the Lakewood Conference Center. But it's so much more than just the restaurants and the cooking school.
Tell me.
Lakewood Conference Center is not just a conference center, it's a full lifestyle center. We've got a boutique hotel, a 115-room normal hotel. We've got paddle courts, indoor soccer, pickleball, a shisha lounge, and we've got 2 amazing venues, a 350-seater glass venue and a 600-seater wedding venue. So it's a hub of activity. It's fully Muslim owned. Everything on site is halal, 24-hour security. So we're happy to be here. We've been here since the beginning of 2025, and we're just proud to have the Jasmine brand here at Lakewood Conference Center.
And tell me, are you going to be doing Ramzan Iftar and
Previously we've done a Ramzan iftar every single day. We're going to continue doing the iftar here. It's going to be a buffet every single day, besides Monday, which we are closed. And then we are going to be open on a Friday and Saturday right until suhoor. Lots of activity, lots of fun, halal environment, lots of new recipes and things that are going to be happening here. And today we're going to share some of those recipes with you. We're going to be doing some suhoor recipes, and some of the girls who have qualified at our culinary school last year are going to be assisting us and giving us some of their own recipes. Today we're making our version of a Turkish eggs, and I'm being assisted by Izra, who was one of our students last year and now in her second year of pastry as well.
Jazakallah.
We look forward to sharing this recipe.
Your cooking now.
Thank you so much. We're going to go through our recipe and in terms of what we need. Starting off here, we've got some garlic salt. We've got some sumac, very traditional, very Turkish. We've got some smoked paprika, some dana jiru, as we all know it, and a very mild garam masala. Here we've got some olive oil, some rosemary to garnish, some basil pesto, a little bit of fresh mint, some lime, which we're going to use the zest, and we've got a pita bread, which we're going to toast. On this side, we've got some butter, salted butter. We've got some Kalamata olives. We've got our eggs, of course, and some Greek-style yogurt. To begin with, we're going to start poaching our eggs. So a lot of people find it difficult to poach eggs. To poach eggs, it's quite simple. You need to have your water boiling, bring it down to a simmer, add about a tablespoon of white vinegar. What this does is it stops the eggs from breaking apart because it creates an emulsification. We're going to whisk the water until a little whirlpool forms in the center. This will stop the egg from dropping to the bottom. So what we always like to do is break the egg into the bowl so you have more control when dropping it into the water. With regards to poached eggs, things to keep in mind is your timing. If you want a soft poached egg, 2 minutes in the water, you want it medium, 4 minutes, and you want it well done, 6 minutes. Just work in gradients of 2 minutes, and you'll always have a perfect poached egg. So while that's happening, Izra is busy with that in the background. I've just got my Kalamata olives, which I've taken out of the bowl. I've taken the pit out, and I'm just going to roughly chop them because this is going to be part of my garnish. I have already chopped up my mint, and I'm going to set that aside. I always get asked the question regarding knives. A knife is an extension of a chef, so use something that you're comfortable with. This is a custom-made knife that's made to my hand. You don't need that if you're at home. You can go and purchase a very expensive Japanese steel knife, but that there is just a nice to have. As long as you're comfortable and your knife is sharp, you're going to be amazing in the kitchen. Sharp knife, sharp recipes, sharp dishes. While that is happening in the background, I'm going to start toasting my pita bread on just a normal non-stick pan. I'm not adding any fat to this because I've got butter that's going to be going into the eggs. So it's a dry non-stick pan. I've got my pita. I just want to add some color, heat that up, and that's going to be obviously a topping or a side that we're going to be having together with our poached eggs. As you can see, we've got one egg that's already been poached. And you can see a beautiful sphere has formed. This has been in for about 2.5 minutes, so it's soft to medium, and we're going to do the same thing with the other eggs. Don't worry about the egg getting too cold. We're going to be pouring hot butter on top of this, so the dish will be a final warm dish. While that's toasting off, I've got my Greek-style yogurt here, and I'm just going to add a little bit of dana jiru inside there, or cumin and coriander if you want to be fancy, a little bit of my smoked paprika, and then I'm just simply going to mix that together. And that's the base of our dish. Into that, I'm adding some of that mint, which is going to go both into the yogurt and on top. You don't have to worry about adding additional spices because your Dana Jiru is going to give you a bit of that a bit of the flavor. The smoked paprika is going to give it the kick. I'm not adding salt or pepper into this because I've got salted butter, which is going to give a lot of the salty flavor to the dish. So I've just toasted that. We've added some color onto that. Our poached eggs are nearly ready. This dish shouldn't take you more than 5 to 10 minutes to make. As long as you got everything prepped, it's not going to take you longer than that. So we've got some color. I'm happy with that. I don't want this to be too hard because I still want to be able to break it with my hand. I'm going to put that down onto the same pan, onto the same stove. I'm going to add my butter. So I've got about 3 tablespoons of butter here. Into the butter, I'm going to add my chili. I'm going to add a bit of the sumac. Not all the sumac. Sumac is it's peppery and citrusy together, so you just need to watch that balance. And a bit of the garlic salt. So as mentioned, we've got salted butter, garlic salt here. That's why into our yogurt, we're not adding any salt at all. So we're going to let this melt and let it start to bubble, let some of that foam form. We don't want to burn the butter, but we just want a bit of the nuttiness coming out of the butter. I'm just going to push that forward, and I'm nearly ready to plate. So we got our plating plate over here. You can hear the beautiful crackle of the butter in the background. My eggs are nearly ready. So we're going to start by putting a nice generous base of yogurt. And as soon as our eggs are ready, thank you, Ezra. Can I lend that from you? We're going to take our eggs. We're just going to place them on top. I'm just going to place them on top. And this is amazing for suhoor. It is absolutely amazing. It's very filling. The yogurt has a nice coolness, helps cool the stomach as well before the fast. We're just going to let that melt completely. Get some of that nuttiness. I wish you guys could smell this, the nuttiness, the aromatics from the chili and the butter. Putting that off heat. And we're just going to pour this over. So we'll do it forward so you guys can see. Pour some of that over. Some of my olives. Some of that mint. Some of the pesto. So this is obviously not Turkish, but this is our fusion version of it. Some basil pesto. A little bit more sumac at the end. And then we're just going to take some lime. Cortate. A bit of the lime juice we're going to squeeze over. Keep it on the side if you want some more. I've got my pita bread, which we're just going to slice. We're going to assemble that on the side. And then just for a bit of freshness, some rosemary. We just bruise the rosemary so you get the aromatics out of it, just purely as a garnish. And then there you have it, our version of Turkish eggs with a bit of an Italian twist. Chef, what do you think?
Looks good. Jazakallah so much for having us.
Auntie Roshan, thank you so much for having us.
It smells amazing. You'll have to make some for me after Ramadan.
I know it's cruel, we got Rosa and it's a bit difficult to taste, but definitely going to make this for you after Ramadan.
I'm coming, definitely.
We look forward to it. And
with a lot of friends.
With a lot of friends, and
Yeah.
we hope our viewers enjoy it more than anything else.
Definitely. It's so easy, and I'm sure the guys can also do it for the wives.
Oh, no, without a doubt. And it's packed with flavor. So,
Thank you so much.
Jazakallah. We look forward
Wish you
to...
all the luck.
Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing the rest of the dishes on your show this Ramadan. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.